Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here once again. Right, following up from the last video I did, we are now going to do my top 10 games of the year. And one thing I didn't mention in the last video that I want to mention now actually. Okay, as it is still December 1st as I record this game just came out. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, this is going to be a massive game, okay, and I got real life, so I don't think I'm beating this by the end of the year. But basically, if this doesn't make it into my top 10 games of the year, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be a disappointment basically. I will probably do like, I've actually already recorded the first impressions. Don't know if I'm gonna upload it, but I'll definitely do like a full-on review slash thoughts on after I finished it, and I'll probably say in that video where I would put it in this top 10, top 15 or what have you, or if it makes it there at all, because you never know, it might get really shite near the end. So yeah, that's probably something I should say. I'm not including Xenoblade 2 in this entire list. That'll come later. So with that said, let's go, shall we? Now, number 10 was, yeah, another like sort of surprise. Not a surprise in the sense that the game came out of nowhere, but a surprise in the sense that I enjoyed it so much. Splatoon 2. Now, Splatoon for the Wii U was a game that I was talking about it in the last part, you know, I respect it, but I just didn't really find time to enjoy it because I'm not a multiplayer guy. I go into fighting games every now and then, but when it comes to online shooting, definitely not. I don't give a fuck. But Splatoon really got me. It was like, what it was that the game came out, and for the next 2 weeks, it was all I would play. I would come in from work, I would immediately put on the Switch, play Splatoon, I'd play like, you know, Salmon Run and all the like other ranked matches you could do. It was all I did, and it was wonderful. And after those 2 weeks ended, I kind of just flat out dropped it. And I haven't even really popped it in just for like shits and giggles yet, for whatever reason. But I can't like ignore those 2 weeks because they were such a lot of fun, and it was such a surprise that I got into it in the first place, quite frankly. So I really do feel like it deserves a spot on this list at number 10. Splatoon 2, good job, good job. I enjoyed you a lot. Okay, and for number 9 we have, this right here was, well, probably a bit of a controversial pick, but I don't care. Ukulele. Now, yeah, this game, some people absolutely loved it, like me. Some people absolutely fucking hated it, like, I don't know, a lot of other vocally. I mean, to think there would be people on the internet who don't like a video game and want to let people know about it. What? That just sounds crazy, doesn't it? Okay, honestly, yeah, there was a lot of flaws with this game, okay? I am not going to deny that one bit. But this was honestly one of those cases where it's like, I don't care about the flaws, I like the game despite its flaws, you know? It's like I can see past all that and see this really awesome collectathon by the makers of Banjo-Kazooie that I like 100% 3 fucking times. Yeah, I really liked Ukulele. I played this game on Twitch a lot. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, I really hope that the game's poor reception doesn't discourage them from doing other things with the IP. I mean, the Switch version is coming out this month. Playtonic has just like released that information, which is awesome. You know, I can't fucking wait. But yeah, it's like I said, controversial pick. I don't give a fuck. I love this game. Ukulele, number 9. Right, and number 8. This is probably going to be a lot higher on other people's list, but this is just where I'm planting it. Persona 5. Now, I want to tell a bit of a story here, right? I was actually, when I got this game, what came out afterwards was, I was talking about it in the last video, Fire Emblem Echoes, Trails in the Sky, the 3rd chapter, sequel to my favourite RPG of all time, and Dragon Quest Heroes 2, which was a game I forgot to talk about in the games that I hadn't beaten yet. I also didn't beat Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Now, when I was playing this game, which I started first, the whole time I'm playing it, I was thinking to myself, fuck me, I would rather play any one of those 3 other games that I just mentioned, you know? It's like, this game is a massive time sink, takes loads of commitment, and I'm not like, I do like Persona, I do like Shin Megami Tensei, but I'm not like this diehard fan. I considered myself, at the time at least, a much more diehard fan of like, fucking, Dragon Quest, for example, you know? And Trails in the Sky, fuck's sake. So, yeah, it was almost like infuriating. Like, I had to, like, keep playing this game. It was, like, taunting me with how long it was. It's like, for fuck's sake, Persona 5, just end! But now that I've beaten the game, and now that I've seen the ending and let it all sink in, this was, like... And then just the fact that I didn't even beat Dragon Quest, Fire Emblem, and Trails in the Sky. That just shows this is definitely the best RPG. Is it the best RPG? Yeah, I think it is. Well, traditional turn-based JRPG, I should say. So yeah, fucking loved this game. Best in the series, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, and I'm also. They're gonna do an extended version, you know. They did that with 3 and 4. They're gonna do it with this because I can think of like some plot holes off the top of my head they didn't quite touch on enough. But I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, Persona 5. I really like this game. Massive, massive props to Atlas. You did a good job. Okay, and here we go. Number 7. Here's some Scottish Duck bias right here. Story of Seasons, Trio of Towns. Not much to say about this at all. It's a Harvest Moon game. I love Harvest Moon. It's high on the list. I don't care what you say. I loved it. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right, and number 6. Now, this is one where it's like, man, this is lower than I actually thought it would be. You know, I was working out all my games. It's like, really? I'm putting this low. A lot of people are probably going to be annoyed at me, but yeah, I just had 5 games that I liked more than this. So, Super Mario Odyssey. Now again, number 6 is a very respectable position. In fact, I'm almost going to suspect that more people would be pissed off that Persona was number 8. But yeah, I got this game, hammered through it. I actually beat the single player in one sitting. It was brilliant. Didn't get every moon. It's actually insane how many moons there are to collect in this game. I think I have about 600, 700 odds at the moment. I've not went back to try and 100% it, even though I want to. But yeah, it was super good that like Mario went back to the sort of like open level routes that Mario 64 Sunshine and the first Galaxy, yes, the first Galaxy was open too, you know, established, rather than this sort of from point A to point B that we've gotten since like Galaxy 2 onwards, you know. So yeah, that was a real awesome like breath of fresh air, you know. And of course that song sung by Pauline, the lyrics are here. Fucking love that. And yeah, you've all probably played this. I ain't gonna like go on it too much. This is one of the best games of the year, even if it is at a respectable 6 on my list. So yeah, that's that. And number 5 we have Sonic Forces. Now this game is fucking shit. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I put this here because the real number 5 is Sonic Mania. Now that right there is like the Sega bias in spades, you know, right above Mario, just to take the piss. And I open up with this. I've just got this here just to represent it, honestly, which is not. In fact, the next one is the exact same thing. You'll see. But yeah, I really, really wanted to like do this video throughout the year and proudly claim, oh yeah, Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces were both really good, but it wasn't, and I still have to do a fucking video on this. I've been putting it off for good reason. I don't even want to think about it, so we'll not think about it. But Sonic Mania was really good. I almost have this sort of a, how should I put it? It's like, it almost feels like it was cheating, okay? Because it just so heavily takes from the classic Mega Drive games, which I hold in such high regard, you know? and just like replicated it, but also like built upon it in such an amazing way. It's like, you know what it would be? This probably would have been #1 on this list if it was like a bit more, how should I say, original? Like, I don't know, I feel like if all the levels in the game were all completely unique, and if they make a Sonic Mania 2, I hope to God that's the route they go. Because I don't know, maybe Sonic Forces kind of put salt on the wound in this regard, but I'm tired of the nostalgia pandering in the Sonic series. Maybe that's it, so like I kind of hold that opinion, but either way, Sonic Mania, I beat it like 15 times. It's #5 in this list. I loved it, so that's that. Right, #4 is, and I've done this in a few videos, right, because my fucking friend still has my copy. This right here is Yakuza Kiwami. I've still not played this one, but #4 truthfully goes to Yakuza Zero. We got 2 Yakuza games this year. We're getting another 2 Yakuza games next year, hopefully at least. And yeah, Yakuza Zero was like... #4 almost feels too low for this as well, considering how much I love this series. You know what it was, actually? Yakuza Zero, I got into it so much that it kind of like reignited my love for the franchise. Not to say it ever died, but when Yakuza 5 came out and was digital only, I don't know, that really put me in a sort of a mood with Yakuza. And I had yet to play Yakuza 5 when I went on to Zero. But I beat Zero, I loved Zero, I loved this sort of like prequel to the series where Kazuma is like younger than me now, which was bizarre. But upon beating it and like thinking, oh yeah, Yakuza, I love this game, I kind of went back to Yakuza 5 on the PS3 and I actually beat it. And Yakuza 5's better, okay? That's probably why Yakuza Zero is kind of like hovering or not any higher than this, because it's not the best Yakuza game I played this year, you know? If any of you have access to a PlayStation 3 still, definitely download Yakuza 5, you know? It's going to be one of those like very obscure games in the series because it's like, it came out in 2015 digital only for the PS3. So many like English speaking people are not going to play it because of that. So yeah, I highly recommend you get that while you can. But at the same time, also get Yakuza Zero and Yakuza Kiwami. I still need to dig my teeth into this one, fuck. But #4 is Yakuza Zero. Right, here we go, top 3. Now, these top 2 and 3 are actually so close that I don't know, I can't remember how I chose to put them in this order, but I did. But they're really close, they're really, really close, and I talked about them earlier. Nier Automata. Right. Made by Platinum Games. Sweet. Sequel to a cult game that I was definitely a big fan of, which was the original Nier, that was filled with like just outrageously wacky but also genius shit. Check. And building upon that like outrageousness and that like and the sort of like sharp gameplay that you've come to expect from Platinum Games, fucking check, you know? Going into it anymore would probably spoil it for those of you who haven't played it. You don't need to play the first one, by the way. There's a few references to the first one here, but for the most part you can just fucking go for it, you know? Just, I'm playing for this again on the PC, and I'm just like, oh man, this fucking game, just... Bro. Yeah, I'm getting to the point in the list where I just want to wrap this up, really. So, yeah, Nier Automata is #3. That, and anything I could say wouldn't be enough, I guess, and this pile of games that I've made is a bit to topple over, so I better leg it. And #2, probably predictably, is, holy shit, this console. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I do have this game on the Switch. I didn't 100% the Switch version. I got all 120 shrines on the Switch version finally. But I've originally played the game and fell in love with the game on the Wii U. You know, a really solid version of it. If you've got a choice, definitely go for the Switch. But this version is nothing to sneeze at. And yeah, it's what can I say? It's probably gonna get like Game of the Year or the Shop. See, if I was to go into all the other different reasons why I loved it so much, I would just be like repeating what everybody else always says. oh, they made it all open world and it was bra. It's like, oh, you can climb anything, and it's like, oh, it's all optional and non-linear as fuck. It's like, you can, okay? Yeah, fucking, you know what? I just want to get to number 1, because I actually have a lot to say about my number 1 pick for 2017, my game of the year, okay? And might surprise some of you, but this is from the heart, okay? I can't say no to it. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. It's like, it's going to be this. This has to be number 1. My number 1 pick is A Hat in Time for PC, I guess. No game this year had me like grinning and just like so happy to play it than this game right here, okay? Now, massive bias for like 3D platformers, alright? I mean, we already had Ukulele and Mario Odyssey on the list here, but what sets like those apart from this? Well, first of all, it's like it just fuck. I had all this in my head and now I'm drawing a blank. See, I was playing this game, right? And you've got like your little hub world around Hat Girl's spaceship, and I would walk around the hub world for like a half hour, and I would like sort of realize what I was doing. I'm like, why the fuck aren't I going to a level and like doing progress? And it just like hit me. It's like, I don't want to do progress in this game. I don't want it to end. Okay, I really did have that sort of feeling. Like, no game, like, you know, one of my like trigger words, right, that I use all the time in these videos is charm. Okay, I'm a big sucker for things that I just find charming, and this game was just so much fucking charm. It hammered charm into my fucking skull, and I just couldn't get enough of it. Topped it all off with like, it wasn't just a friggin' collect fun platformer like Ukulele and technically Mario Odyssey as well, you know, it had like all these sort of like story-based scenarios, all these callbacks to other like GameCube era like games like Sunshine and Wind Waker, just like fucking, it was a wonderful 3D platformer, you know, and in a lot of ways it's probably the 3D platformer that I've not played since like the PS2 era almost, you know, it's like it honestly gave me that sort of like feeling. This was like a genuine upgrade, but also like recapturing of why I fell in love with this genre in the first place, you know? Getting like chills just thinking about it. Oh my fucking god, I'm nerding out here. Yeah, I just, Hat in Time, can't whack it, and only thing I can really say about this that was really bad about this game was that it was far too short. It was annoying as fuck how short this game was, and there's going to be 2 additional chapters for the game released as DLC. Ooh, I cannot fucking wait, and I hate the fact that it's probably going to take like a year because this game took ages to develop. I didn't even back it on Kickstarter, you know, and I sometimes think back to that. It's like, why didn't I back A Hat in Time on Kickstarter? I guess it was just because I knew that I would be able to play it otherwise. I remember I like bought into the alpha as well, which was a very random thing for me to do because I didn't even have like a gaming PC at the time, but I got a Steam code, and the game actually came out, and because I bought into the alpha, it just appeared in my Steam library, and I was like, oh, I guess I've got this, which is kind of like what happens with most Kickstarter games, you know? It just comes out and you forget that you backed it and you've got it, so yeah, that's what that was like for me, so, and it turned out to be one of the best experiences I had in 2007, so yeah. Hat in Time, number 1. Fucking can't wait for the rest of them. So, that's that, guys. I love doing this list every year. Not sure why, but what can you do? My voice is starting to go. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, and see you in 2018.